Hello everyone, this is Dr. Lennon, and I'm going to be walking you through problem number 1 on chapter 7 here. This is a regression problem that is comparing the Dow Jones Industrial Average with the Standard & Poor average on a bunch of given dates. So the first thing is to choose the correct scatter chart, with Dow Jones being the input variable and S&P being the output. So let's open up the data file in Excel. So we'll open that up here. And with the new Excel, the charts are usually pretty easy questions. You just need to be able to compare them. So hopefully this gets open up here. And we'll compare them with one of these 4 charts. Okay, here we go again. Apologize for pausing. Just having an Excel problem. Had to restart it. So here is the data, and what we do is we just highlight the 2 columns that we want, and we're going to choose Insert and Recommended Charts, and we want the scattered chart. So we see it looks about like this. And if you want a possibly different version of it, you go to All Charts, click XY Scatter, and there's a few different options if you want different looks, but from this we can basically see the shape of the graph. Okay, so maybe we should insert it, and then we'll go back to Mind Tab. Notice it defaults and puts a bad chart title, so I'm just going to take it off. Really, we should label axis titles, but we know that the bigger numbers are the Dow Jones numbers, and the smaller ones are on the y-axis, the S&P. So let's go back to that. We see basically it's got to be 1 or 2. This one has S&P on the wrong axis, so it's going to be number 1 for part A. Okay, and then B, we want to get the regression equation. So to get the regression equation, what we need to do is we need to make sure the solver option is added. So if you haven't done that already, usually it's a good idea. So you want to go to Options, Add-ins, and then Manage the Excel add-ins here. And notice how I have Analysis and Solver clicked on. If you don't, you want to do that. And then when you go to Data, you'll have this Data Analysis option. With the Data Analysis, we're going to do a regression. And the thing about the regression is it asks for the y before the x, which is a little uncommon. But just be sure that when they ask for the first one, the y, we're choosing the S&P, and for the x, we're choosing the Dow Jones. And then we can run the regression. That's for the first question. The next question will want the confidence, so we'll want to click that. So we have the regression parameters here. So when we go to Mind Tab, they'll ask for the intercept, which is this number, negative 669.021. They ask for 4 decimal places, so let me go back. 4212. So add another 2 in there, and then the slope value 0.1573. Okay, 1573. And for the confidence level for the parameter, let's take a look. So we do have the parameters actually here for each value. So it ran it as a 95%, so that should work. So notice we have an upper and lower for each of the parameters. It actually printed out twice for some reason. But for the intercept value, it's negative 951.4540. So that's the beta 0, negative 951. Can't remember all those numbers. 4540. And the upper value was negative 386.5885. And we also have the beta 1, which is this parameter, the x variable. So 0.13 5.3. And what is the upper value? 0.1792. Let's see if those work. Okay, so all of our numbers have checked out. And oh, somehow there was an error here. Maybe I entered it wrong. So the upper for beta 0 didn't come out. So beta 0, here we go. The upper, negative 386, 5885. Oh, negative 386. I typed 586. So that should fix it. Oh, and then one other thing. The how much of the variation does the model predict? This is the R-squared value. So in the chart, this is, if you remember from Bana 1, the coefficient of determination. So this R-squared number predicts how much of the variation the independent variable predicts in the dependent. So let me just copy this. Maybe I don't have to memorize it that way. It wanted me to convert it to a percentage, though, and I remember this needed to be a 6 when you round up. So let's type that in there, and then check those numbers. And, yep, we got them, so we're all set there. And then this one, you just need to use the formula. So remember, the formula is just basically this value right here, and you're going to change x to the 13,500 for part F. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out with this question, and good luck.